So, yes, curtain up.
You have it, my dear. You have had it, perhaps, all along. In any case, we should sleep and leave this for another morning.
Sleep? It is necessary for a doctor, I suppose, to be callous. It is not necessary for a wife, nor a daughter. Well, sometimes.
Is it necessary for a mistress?
It is necessary for a soldier. And yet the thunder. No. We ought not to sleep while a man's future lies undecided.
Undecided? Unknown, maybe. There is nothing undecided whose purpose lies with us. That's Nazi.
And if it is undecided, we must decide. We have a decision before us. We must take it.
Could it be that it's the baby who has needed to sleep all along?
I delivered him in this house. Although, of course, that was before the war and the reconstruction. Perhaps not a single brick remains of that first house.
Is it true, Doctor, that the cells in a man's body are replaced throughout his life?
This isn't the time for philosophy, with a man's life in the balance. Well, you know what I mean.
Perhaps it's not my place, but I do think we should read the letter now. Isn't it better to know the truth than not to know?
Confirm a truth we might all suspect. I speak hypothetically, Kopfer. Calm yourself, even if it means ending this night in misery. Corporal Vanchez, this man whose directions you obey without question, do you want to remember him as a liar? A charlatan?
Some say that the worst part of war is waiting. But it seems that here in this house, waiting is all we have.
Well, what time is it anyway? I should lay the table for lunch. Or supper. I lose track.
Without him, each day seems disordered, shuffled.
It is natural for the human organism to seek meaning in order and routine.
And none more so than a soldier in peacetime. The drills, the marches, apple-like corners on our beds, and yet, when the first shell of battle tears an order into scraps, we see then that it had no meaning.
The meaning is not within us, like our blood. We can find our own meaning. Does my service have meaning? Do I not? Do I have meaning?
Oh, enough! You must decide. Or at any rate, a decision must be made, and nobody else is here.
Perhaps we could flip a coin. Fate.
Fate? My fate is like bread. There is rarely enough for me. But I see it. Yes, I serve it. Perhaps.
And you, Grusha, a coin? Chance? You have been lucky sometimes.
Where should we get a coin at this time of night?
A button, then.
And where should we get a button?
Whoop, whoop, whoop. How can we know?
What questions you have? The answers lie in your hands. Look! Look!
Oh, I cannot read it. Kotva, you can read. Read the story of hands. That is to say, what lines I can trace. Look, Kotva, like a river.
The river that you can never cross again. The river whose waters rush by and never return. Doctor, if every cell has been born of you, Doctor, you never answered me. I can't remember.
These cells, you speak of them so often, Simon. You would deny that this hand is the hand he touched. You would deny everything.
I have no wish to hold it.
Everywhere.
I have done enough, I think. I think I've done enough. I think sometimes I've done too much, and that the past is the past. I've done my part. Each morning we are born anew as the sunlight and the blackbird and schoolboy who walks past and whistles. And yet, the tune is always the same.
Vatnadze, you should rest.
Yet if I am, as nobody will yet confirm, as new to the world as saplings and buttermilk, if I cast off my sin and my skin, can I after all be said to have done my part?
I would burn many things, and the letter as well. Yet there have been enough fires this last year.
You who speak of burning, you who find out the truth if only you chose, yet take as your privilege this dalliance of ignorance. Is it I alone who wishes to understand? Oh, it is not my place, I know.
Oh? If you wish it then, you of course, you should take the letter, Papa.
You know it does me little good. Like a radio to the deaf. Imagine that.
You? Deaf? Your hearing never suffers at keyholes?
Oh, literalism, Doctor. Another luxury for those who can afford it. Give me the letter then, although I already have it. I will look upon his truth, even if I can never understand it.
Perhaps that is why you have the courage.
Do you not wish to know?
She knows all that she needs to know.
What a spasm of fright. Calm yourself, Simon. The war is over. That is just thunder.
How do you know?
They announced it on the radio. You heard them.
How do you know?
I was there. We were all there. You, Dr. Abashvili, you were there.
Enough of this. Give it to me. I will take the letter.
And read it?
Oh, reading. It is this a strange thing. Reading, you know, it listens, but it does not speak, whereas the radio speaks, but it does not listen. You spoke of the radio, but you did not speak on the radio.
I have stood before in this place. What should be special about this time? Soon it will be past and forgotten as all the others.
So you say, yet I have not forgotten.
You have forgotten different things, perhaps. I have forgotten birth and life and happiness and sadness. I have forgotten death and armies and the sound of the gavel fall.
You speak of these terrible things? You would dare to?
Falls like conquer, would you say?
I've heard neither.